What do we have here? A ladder? In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. I just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold.
What's up, Iker? Oh, they're back. Okay. Oh, we're here.
What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Rootharad's tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
Let's do this.
Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us.
Bavag will deal with Ruthard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Otto? Gutenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself.
What's up, Rip Sam?
But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us?
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. That'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own two hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich.
Damn.
All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
The gate open. A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What? That's not possible. That's a lie.
That's his lover.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
He's about to cry. Damn, why would you kill the dog, bro?
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that horse and I will rip out his heart!
Damn.
Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. We better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
Took a small escort with him, so the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You've got it, Conrad.
Jeppo, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
Franz, run along back to the guard and get some sleep. You don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Aye, don't worry.
The rest of you know your orders. You'll be sorry if you don't. Dismissed. And don't drink too much.
Got it, Conrad.
Vitek, that cart is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late, so she won't forget to take some food to our honored guests. I gave her the keys so I wouldn't have
So,
to fuck around with
who's going to
anyone
take watch?
else. Don't worry.
How about splitting it?
That might work. But I'd rather talk about it over a pint of ale.
Good idea. And let's bring some dice. Whoever loses will take the night shift with Leipold.
You'd better get some rest then, because I'll wipe the table with you.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Hey, you two. Have you seen Latsik and Dietrich?
Maybe they went to the village or something. I don't think so. I've the feeling I saw them in the castle. That was something like the afternoon. Before that messenger arrived and all that fuss started.
Well, I'll get my hands on them sooner. Anyway, pay attention. Don't want to repeat everything I told the fellas up there.
Huh?
Load out. Must be known. Now, you don't have to work all that. We don't want things to go to hell here either.
Aye, Commander. You got it.
As I said, you have to maintain some basic duties, like shit. You're first on the gate. And this will relieve you for the night watch. Or lock that can teach you.
Eh?
Keep your eyes.
Oh?
Hmm. So these both lead to the same place. Probably need to go higher.
wish we could get to Kittenberg for a while. They know how to live it up there. The dice playing is quite a different matter. And the women they have there. I'm sick of the village girls here.
Oh shit, more like they're sick of you. That's what one of them told me.
You knobhead. Just wait till tomorrow. I'll bash that big gob of yours in. And knock a little sense and manners into that noggin.
Sorry for her.
I like
Nobody
to see
takes
that.
her seriously around
We'll have it
here.
out
She's
tomorrow.
some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly.
Bloody hell. Old Otto?
Make the best of Oscar's favour. Wait!
What the devil are you doing in my guards?
Don't move, woman. And be nice and
Surely you wouldn't.
I wouldn't, but my steel has a mind of its own. So unless you want to meet it nice up close, better watch your step. Got it?
Sir Otto will flay you alive for this. Hey, you've no business here. Are you looking to steal? What are you doing?
Wait.
I don't know you. I'm going for the...
Don't go anywhere.
Forgive, I wasn't a...
Thank you. Tell me, I've heard you've got a captive lord here. Hans Capon of Lipa, I believe?
True, sir. Some very Lord von Virgo can tell you more.
I would like to talk to him. Would it be possible?
I'm sorry, sir.
I'm sure we can work. I'll gladly reward.
Well, perhaps. Here's the key from his room. It's at the top of the fortress.
Thanks very much. That'll be all.
Right, the nobles ought to learn how their subjects live, eh? When you're too old to be a soldier. If I find sausages like these, I'll go and get us a couple more.
Got it.
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry. What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. Listen, I got to the fortress through a secret passageway that old Ruthard told me about. Von Burgov knows nothing about it.
C'est magnifique! Very cunning.
And so far, the garrison has no idea I'm here. We're lucky von Burgov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some of the garrison. So I'll take you to that passageway, and we'll get out of here. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I have some horses ready there.
Formidable! I call that an Nelso. What are we waiting?
Wait. A pass...
Well, it's just a passageway.
You can forget about it. I'm not going through any passageway.
What the fuck?
Let me repeat. No, it's not the chivalrous way.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
It's not chivalrous enough for his lordship, eh? Are you kidding me? I'm saving your life if you didn't notice. Or do you think this is some kind of fucking game?
Well, in my opinion...
Fuck your opinions. No. Just no. I mean, we'll all suffocate in that passageway. Or it'll fall on our heads.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? If I got in that way, we can get out, too. It's completely safe. So stop acting like a madman and let's go.
I can't do it. I'm afraid of small, dark spaces. Ever since that tower fell on me in Nabokov, and I was stuck under the ruins, I just can't. I'm sorry, Henry. There has to be another way.
Have you come up with some ingenious plan for getting out of here? If so, I'd really like to hear it.
What do I know? We could maybe break down the gate.
Un moment. Henri, you said that von Bergov left. Is that not so?
Yes.
And what about horses? Are there any horses left here?
I think there's a couple, yeah. In the lower courtyard.
Très bien. That will be enough. We just have to get to them. But I think we could get there stealthily. It is not far from the tower to the stables. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone. Just like I escaped when surrounded by that English dog John Oakwood. It may not be the best plan. It was not back then either. But we simply have no other choice. Time has passed. The fortress is quiet. I believe that most of the garrison has gone to sleep, which plays in our favor.
That's a wonderful plan. No passageways. But we need some weapons.
Exactement. To have a proper piece of steel in my hand again. Preferably Milanese, although I would be satisfied with something local.
Damn it, Henry. Stop.
Well, I don't have anything for you.
I certainly hope.
Merde.
I'll go ahead and scout it out. When there's just...
And how we...
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a torch from next to the...
Agreed.
But you must be
True. And if we don't hear from you or see...
Précisément.
Right.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are younger. You have better hearing.
You said you once discovered a dozen English spies. So you can surely handle one stairway.
I discovered them because I smelled them from a distance. You see, les Anglais sting to high heaven.
Then you better hope von Burgov's men sting like rotten.
have some steel.
Très bien, give it to... Now I will show you what...
I have a way.
Fine. Thanks, Henry.
Horses are here. As soon as it's safe, I should give Cape on the signal.
Imagine that! That fool is walking around in the things he stole from us!
Sound the alarm!
Damn it, I didn't know somebody was up there. Let's fucking do this.
that's that. Now I just need to wait for Capon. Lord Jesus Christ, stand by our side.
What are you waiting for? Open the gate.
It is a shame we must leave here in a rush. I would like to personally repay von Berghoff for his hospitality.
Please be quiet for a while.
No doubt there is some juicy loot to be had in his chambers.
Repent.
At least we will relieve him of his horses.
Be quiet.
We did it. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Fortune favors the Henry.
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France. Oui, monsieur, was surely brave, and fortune favors the brave. Yeah! Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier.
Who the fuck is this French dude, bro? He just rolled with us and now he's like a part of the team or some shit. Like, let us shit in his bedroom. He's like, let us on his bed. Trying to get revenge on this dude. And he's talking about shit over shit.
Do not concern yourself, mon ami.
He's calling me mon ami.
In any art or conversation. But at least you have courage. And
Courage.
you carried out the
You have a lot of courage.
Fury brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air suits Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny, stinky room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's your plan, Sir Baron?
An heroic deed about which hordes shall one day be composed, similar to my feat in the famous battle of Arezzo.
Did you distinguish yourself in that battle?
Oui, mon cher Henri. When all seemed
Mon
lost,
cher Henri.
I led a heroically desperate attack that ultimately led us to victory. For that, I was knighted. Opportunities for heroism await everywhere. One just has to seize them. What if we were to journey to Vienne? We could assemble a company and liberate Le Roi Wenceslas.
That would be excellent. If the king were to return,
The nobility would definitely support him. Sigismund would have to withdraw.
Précisément! And what is more, our names would be sung throughout the kingdom. Undoubtedly, we would also earn a rich reward too. Then I would invite the best stonemason from France and build Monsieur Chapeau a castle that even Chevalier Hanush would envy.
You must be mad. You've been free less than a day, and you're already thinking up ways to get yourself killed. I'd rather endure Hanush's preaching about my incompetence than listen to this chatter. We'll see what happens next. But the first thing that I need is to get good and drunk. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels. Yeah!
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the contact.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard. Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought.
I like how my dog just follows.
Wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening.
You're right, Hans. We must find allies and put a stop to it as soon as possible, so we can save as much as we can.
Yes, but we failed in Trotsky. And now this is our punishment.
I see that short captivity has turned you into a philosopher, Lord Capon. You should apply to the faculty of art before the muse lifts you again.
Here!
He's like, be creative before it's too late. Oh shit.
Of all the bandits in the whole wide world, we run into this pair of scoundrels.
They're here.
We... I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both in one piece. So, let's hear it. What happened?
It's best if Henry tells you. I wasn't around for half of it.
It's all Sir Hans's fault.
no sooner had we spied Trotsky on the horizon than everything started to go to hell. We made camp by a pond with the intention of heading for the castle at first light. Only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were both in a bad way. We might not have made it if a local herb woman hadn't taken care of us.
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did get into Trotsky in the end, didn't you?
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our side. We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing us along. It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and took me and Henry captive for ransom.
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas on the orders of Sokol of Lamberg.
Well, I'll be damned.
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy all this time. And Zizka is actually our ally.
Zizka? He's the captain of those outlaws. That name doesn't ring a bell.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he make on you?
He's an interesting fella. Handy with a weapon, but also pretty tricky. It's best to keep a fella like that on your side.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. I'll be happy to see him again. But if only it didn't have to be in Rabors. Why Rabors? Of all the places in the world.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors
Who the fuck
us,
was talking?
the future fate of the kingdom
Who was
will be
talking
decided
right there?
If we keep standing
Is that
around
Godwin?
here gabbing
Where
about
is he?
it, it'll be decided without us.
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they have something to tell us.
Like how in the devil did you manage to escape?
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble they had with Ulrich of Raditz.
Ulrich Favak? But he's the mint master.
Well, he won't be for long, if it comes to light that he's been putting his sticky fingers on the royal silver.
It seems you've been pretty busy.
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Berghoff in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulitz will be there with him, too. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
An awful lot has happened in the last few days. Really looking forward to my bed.
I'm sure you are, son. But we really can't let that council assembly slip by. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Rabosh, but you'll have to return to the city right away, and try to worm your way into the town hall.
What? How can I get in there? I can't just walk in off the street.
You've got the dirt on Vavak, and you don't know how to use it? Just tell him either he gets you into the council chamber, or you get him on the gallows.
It's worth a try, right?
I hope that assembly really is important. If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors when they hear it. And don't worry, I'll eat and drink in Rabosh on your behalf.
If I come back and find you there under lock and key again, I'll leave you to rot.
Take it. I will go as well, and I will not let your friend out of my sight.
Hans? Who's this?
Vaclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, at your service.
He was a captive of Lord von Berghoff's, like me. He defended Kuttenberg against Sigismund.
In that case, he'll be a welcome guest at Rabosh.
You don't know what you're promising, Baron. Watching Sir Hans is a job and a half.
The main thing is to watch out for yourself, Henry. As soon as you can do so without raising suspicion, come and join us.
He'll manage it, but now we really need to hit the road.
Safe travel, Henry.
Adieu et bonne chance.
And to you. Hopefully we'll meet soon. I want to go and see Rosa when I'm in town. No doubt she'd like to know how it went with that book.
I guess now we can do the Devil's Pack. Well, it's saved, so... The Riddler?
Well, good man.
God be with you.
And with you. How about taking a break? Rest those legs and try your wits instead. Come on, don't be shy. I won't bite.
That's a relief. What were you going to offer me?
Curiosity killed the cat. No shame in that, though. They call me Barley.
You just wander the world.
Exactly. Never a dull day so far.
You have a peculiar name.
If I were ordinary, well, that's just another way of saying boring. And boring's not for me. So I wander the roads collecting my riddles, and if I meet anyone I find interesting, I'll happily work a riddle on them.
A riddle? Very well. Let's hear it.
Now, listen carefully. What belongs to you alone, but is used more often by others?
Your name.
Any idea?
My name.
That's right. You
already
have a
know that one.
learned head on those shoulders. The robes of a priest would suit you better than a sword.
They really wouldn't, I assure you.
More's the pity. But down to business. I have a proposition for you. You deserve a reward for solving my riddle. Except, you've caught me flat broke. I can give you some of what little I have. Or teach you some of what I know. What'll it be?
I'm always up for learning something new. What can you teach me?
I spend my days on the roads and my nights in the taverns. What interests you more?
Tell me about your experience on the road.
You can't beat a sturdy pair of and keep an eye on the clock.
I'll bear that in mind.
And you'll state farewell.
Oh, nice. Improved my survival. Oh shit, that's a town.
Hey, good man. I need to speak with you. Hey!
What are you doing hanging around here, old man?
Not in trouble.
And I'm Henry.
Well, Henry, I'm terribly sorry.
What?
Please don't make it harder for me than it already is, and surrender.
Can't we talk
Are
first?
you yanking my pizzle?
Unfortunately not. Turn out your purse so we can get...
What a nice fucking robber.
Touch me, and I'll break your legs, you old fool.
Calm yourself, my good fellow. Believe me, this hurts me as much as it does you.
I sincerely doubt it. What kind of peculiar robber are you?
Robber? How dare you insult me so?
What else should I call you?
I am a man of honor. Only I've been a bit down on my luck recently.
So it seems. Even this ambush isn't working out too well for you. What you were shouting at me sounded more like rather rude begging for alms.
And what was I supposed to say?
How should I know? You shouldn't be robbing in the first place.
But I need money.
Well, why not get it honorably? You're a knight. Can't you go and fight somewhere or find someone to protect?
I'd have to get my horse and armor back first. Without them, I'm useless as a knight.
Someone stole your horse and gear?
It's a long story.
Cut it short. Otherwise, you might drop dead before you get to the end.
Until recently, I
Damn, they called him old.
But I had a quarrel with the commander, one Zavish of Garbov. We insulted each other so much that I ended up losing my temper and challenging him to a duel.
And you lost?
We each bet our horse, our armor, and knightly honor.
No offense, but that was serious stupidity. You should never bet what you can't afford to lose.
You don't understand anything. We were getting supplies in Betchwar, and Zavish had the whole village torched without blinking an eye. I was the only one who spoke up against it.
It was noble of you to stand up for the common folk.
Perhaps. But you see the result. Now, I'm trying to get enough coin to get my things back. And you seemed like a skilled fighter. If I must do something so despicable as robbing people, then...
Well, you reap what you sow. It could have turned out a lot worse. What did you expect?
That's some nerve! He's got straw sticking out of his boots, and he's gonna keep your money. And get out of my...
What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you come back from Liechtenstein.
Who is this Kubyanka, anyway? Can he be... You mean... What should I know? I heard he's...
Here's a... Sir,
What?
we're both...
Aren't you worried? But when you...
No one, remember?
I...
Catherine?
Oh, wow.
You said you were going to tell me more about the Devil's former band.
Has the lost Liechtenstein surfaced yet?
I'm here, aren't I?
Anyway, only a few fellas out of the whole glorious pack survived the shitstorm, and it's not certain they are still alive. As far as I know, Matthew, Bahuta, Raniak, Janos, and Eder survive. I only know where to find Bahuta. And maybe Matthew. But who knows?
Tell me about Bahuta first.
Well, he and his brother could...
It's that... But...
Yeah, he dropped...
Where... Did you... You think it... I'll go...
What big was slop?
Now tell me something about this Matthew fella.
The name may be pretty, but he's also...
And where...
I hear maybe the...
If he's so...
Nasty...
What about me? Am I not a good person?
Well, that's true. I hope you're not a spy who will rat us all out to Sigismund.
What about the rest?
Of course. That leaves Janos, Eder, and Raniak. I don't know where they are, but I can tell you about them.
Who is this Adder? What kind of nickname is that, anyway?
Oh, that's easy. He's called Eder because he can't keep his snake in his breeches. He's Polish. He does not speak our tongue, so only Janos can speak to him, really. But otherwise, he's a fucking hilarious. And when shit gets tough, he can really handle it.
Do you know where he could be?
I have no idea. But if you find Janos, Eder will be nearby. The two of them are practically inseparable.
How am I supposed to communicate with Adder? I don't speak a word of Polish.
Yes, you do. We all say
What the hell is he doing? Is he
you
about to
must use
puke?
your hands and feet for the rest. I always manage...
Tell me more about this Raniak.
Raniak has a great aim. Slightly better than me, even. Oh, and that bow of his, I tell ya, is a masterpiece. That is how you will know it is him.
How did he get that bow?
How do you think? He won it playing dice. But that was the first and last time he ever won anything. If anyone is really unlucky, it is him. But he would not stop if you were to cut off his hands.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
Oh, I don't know anything about him. Try asking around at inns where they play dice. It is possible he lost his hose in one of them.
Did you ever see him again after the devil was captured?
But I was either one.
Tell me about this Janos.
Janos? He's from Hungary. He speaks like a Tatar, but at least you can understand him a little, unlike Ada.
And how did he get here? Did he defect from Sigismund?
Not at all. He did something back home, had the gallows waiting for him, so he fled to Moravia. He was having the time of his life until recently. Wine, women, and song. But now he has problems because people take him for a human. But if you knew how he can cook, give him a dead rat and half a carrot, and he will cook you a 3-course dinner.
I'm already liking this
Janos.
I like good food too. Life is always better with a full stomach.
You two will surely get along then. Janos has seen a lot of...
How can I recognize this?
Like I said, he looks a bit like where you talk to.
Thanks.
They may sound like a bunch of morons as I tell it, but they will be damn useful to us.
We got one in grind. Probably go to C first because we can just fast travel to B. Where the hell is that guy going?
Quick! Go! Quick! 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 God! Whoa!
Oh, you
Go! 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 Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
Show your stuff. I'm just getting warmed up, you shit.
I'll rip your arse open!
show me what you're made of, then, you swine.
I've been waiting.
Give here.
Oh shit.
What? I'll shit on your grave.
What were they doing here?
Quick! Quick! Go! Die! Die! Quick! Go!
Okay, we're about to discover one of these towns. It's one of the bigger ones, actually, that I've seen on the map. Unless I'm mistaken. But when we passed through it, it looked big. Like I'd say it big as Ledechko.
Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Oh damn, that's a whole caravan.
A leech and a brawler who may yet turn out to be a murderer. This thug broke into the blacksmith's house. His intention was to steal. He tried to persuade us he was hungry, but the devil knows he was really looking for silver. Am I right? And there's worse to come. As he lumbered about the house, he woke up the blacksmith's helper. You all know the lad. As soon as the lad saw him, he pounced on him. But the scoundrel drew a blade and almost killed poor Loiza. Pray for Loiza's recovery. But it's you who needs to pray most of all. Because if we end up burying Loiza, you'll hang.
Be glad your head's still attached to your neck.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary, and she conceived of the Holy Spirit. And Mary said, Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to thy word. Hail Mary, and the word was made flesh, and dwelt among us. Hail Mary, pray for us, O Holy Mother of
Lord
God,
be with you.
that we may be worthy of the promises. Pour us forth, we beseech thee, O Lord, thy grace into our hearts.
There's no justice without punishment.
The hell?
Mary, by his passion at the cross, brought to the glory of his resurrection. Through the same Christ.
Hey, what do gape at? Fish face?
Dry Devil sent me. He's looking for you.
Tell him Janos busy.
Oh. Alright then.
Dorothy, I just pulling pistol. Get me out of here, brother. My neck on line, hey?
Do you know where Ada is? I heard you two always stood side by side.
That bastard. He come here to me, but when they catch me, he fag off. I expect he biting some wench's arse in nearest village.
What's happened?
I was hungry. I want bite to eat. You understand, eh?
Of course I understand. When I'm hungry, I find something to eat. That's obvious.
Finally, somebody understand. I just look around for something. What happens? This cockot come back. Everybody can shit himself. You too, no?
Who came back?
What I know? Some cunt. He's so crazy, he go for me. That's some crazy shit, no? What can I do, eh? I wag him a little bit. And now Bailey waiting to see if he die, and then I go swing.
How can I get you out of here?
Wait until Bailiff's henchmen fuck off, then pick lock.
And what about the key? Do you know where it might be?
Bailiff should have it, or one of guards. But what? You going to rob a bailiff, eh? You want to join the Janos here? Better just pick lock, quick. That fucking yokel da...
Tell me again.
You pick this fucking...
Supposing I had a word with the bailiff.
You soft in head, eh? Where they will find you? You remain bailiff, he come hang me right away.
I need to speak to him anyway.
What do you expect from that? If the yokel don't get better, bailiff never let me go.
Maybe I can talk the bailiff into letting you go.
Yeah, sure. While you're doing that, tell him to send wife here to suck my cock, eh?
I'll try to get you out of here.
Do it quick, Preboha. Before that spiteful cockle die, eh?
Greetings. And with you.
Where's the fucking bailiff?
Greetings.
Greetings to you.
A wonderful day for a wonderful birthday.
Mary, Mother of God.
Let's do this one.
Lord, I have to do everything here myself. damn job. If only I had someone to give me a hand here.
Master Bailiff, what's gonna happen with that fella in the stocks?
I swear to God, if Loiza, the poor lad he almost killed, doesn't make it, I'll have that bastard hanged. A death for a death.
Loiza? He's the local who was wounded.
Wounded? That brute nearly sent him to eternity.
What exactly did Janos do to Loiza?
He slashed him with an axe, the murderer, right in the stomach. He's got a deep, gaping wound there, like a gate to hell. We don't have an apothecary or a sawbones here. The herbalist says he only has 2 more days left.
How about I treat this Loiza boy? Would you let Janos go free?
What do you care about him? Is he some pal of yours?
Oh God, no. But I need him.
All right. If you heal Loiza and pay for that scoundrel, I'll let him go. But don't let him show his face around here again.
I'll go to see Loiza.
As you wish, but be careful. He's in a really bad shape.
Christ! Pardon me.
You are pardoned. Oh, that's Loiza?
Poor fella. That wound looked quite scary. But it's not so bad, really. It's deep, but it's clean, and it's not bleeding much. Maybe some potion will help him. If it was just a gash, he'd still breathe normally. That's all I can find out now. Janos broke his ribs with that strike. That's why it's so hard for him to breathe. First I have to treat the wound, and then I have to get something to help him breathe a little easier. Buck's blood potion, perhaps? I'd give you Buck. I'll be back.
Tell me if I married a blacksmith, it'd end in tears.
They have a tailor. He said they had an herbalist.
Fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick.
Hail Mary.
Was wünschst du, mein Freund?
have a look at... I'd like to...
Was soll's?
Is this enough?
Look. Ja, finally a fair. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
Greetings.
Oh, what is this game? It's Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It's a long name. There we go.
Fine weather.
Where's the herbalist they were talking about? Maybe she's here.
We've got enough to
We'll see.
Greetings.
Should probably just ask him.
Greetings.
You look troubled.
You're very kind. I need to get a...
Oh, great.
Really?
So,
What if you... Take care now.
did the humans attack? And how'd you get up?
As best we take it.
Do you up?
Nobody.
If you
Thanks so much.
What do you know?
Why
Does that...
It's I even
Really?
take it from.
Fuck. How do we do it, bro? We need an herbalist.
God bless.
Excuse me.
You're excused. The trader sell Buck's blood?
The Lord be with you.
You're seeing this.
Was möchtest du?
What do you...
No, she ain't selling it.
Wie schade, mein Herr. Greetings.
Show me your weapon.
Light and dark flower!
Maybe next time then, sir.
God be with you. What would you like?
Come and take your pick.
What do you have for sale?
I hope you find what you're looking for next. God bless.
Martha's.
Let me guess. God damn it.
So there's a minute you of a white.
Well, there's even past.
Then I'll for it.
Well.
What about them?
Indeed.
Welcome. What can I...
Martha.
Right. He always sends me...
Why?
Once a band of... So they say... Take care, friend.
There's like no... I mean, I guess I could travel to Kuttenberg and back technically. Maybe you can go here, go straight there and back. Buck's blood. And a couple of other things, I think. I forgot. Actually, we might be able to make it.
Was wünschst du, mein Herr?
Show me your word.
There we go, Buck's blood.
Let's talk about the... Do we have a deal?
That's more... Why? You... Viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Let's go. Give him that buck's blood.
I better not forget about that count. Assembly. I'll give you buck. Here. Drink this. I'm gonna bandage you now. Hail Mary, full of grace. The Lord is with thee. Please grant Loisa a speedy recovery. He has done nothing wrong. He doesn't deserve to die yet. This I ask as your faithful servant. Intercede for him, Lord God, and your Son, Jesus Christ. May Loisa recover soon, and may he continue to serve the Lord as a good Christian. Well, that's done. It might take a while, but he should be back on his feet eventually. I've already treated Loisa.
Really? Well, it's true he's...
So everything worked out well?
Well, but pay up first.
I'd be happy to pay for Janos, but you're asking too much. What would you say to the...
That's all. All right then, here's the key to the pillar.
What do you mean 500? We just agreed not to do 500.
Excuse me. Good day to you.
Greetings to you too.
What are you doing?
Hey, easy, easy. The bailiff is letting you go. Go to the Devil's Den. Dry Devil is waiting for you there.
Pardon me.
How you persuade bailiff? Tell me. How you did that?
I healed that poor wretch that you battered. So the bailiff is letting you go.
All right. Thank you, fella.
You can thank me and not yet.
That in
I'll try it.
we meet.
Hold on.
You wanted the bet? Where I get caught? What do you... I go now.
We'll meet at the...
I hope.
Go do the yellow one and then do the other one.
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
I don't know what you said to the Mint Master, but he left here looking like he'd met the Grim Reaper.
God grant you health.
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The Assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king?
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Well, I just want to climb the social ladder a bit. Nothing wrong with that, is there?
And could you not choose a different occasion for that?
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer. Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler,
Cooldown?
loser, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Or do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is Zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Just a little longer.
Taking their time again.
shouldn't
You're
be
not from
walking
here,
around
eh?
in the dark.
Around here, you need a light after dark. Yeah.
It's daytime time.
You have a kind master.
I ought to go and see Rosa. She'll be expecting me. Ah, and I mustn't forget about the city council.
You silly doggy. Embroidery! Silk embroidery! Jesus Christ, be...
Show me your wear. I'm feeling a bit
Nothing to
peckish.
your liking, sir?
When's the last time I... ate something?
Colors, striped fabrics. Quality goods. Pies, sweet pies. We've got it all.
Do your shopping here, and you're in the...
Quality goods, the finest wares. A fine day for some fine wares.
That thing with your arms, did you make up?
Not a chance. I'd sooner see hell freeze over.
You're up,
Fine wares here. Quality Greetings, sir.
I hear one Franta cooldown is supposed to come and pick up new clothes from...
Aye, the finest. I spent the best part of 2, but it was worth it. With clothes...
As it happens, you hit the... Franta... He gave me a certificate.
The finest mugs. Mugs for sale.
Apples! Juicy apples! Get it ahead!
Let's go to what's her face first, real quick.
God grant you health.
Good to see you.
There no way upstairs from here?
By the way, like you were saying about that book,
My favorite book? Pray tell, did you find it?
as I wandered through the fortress, and there it lay.
You really found it? By the way, did you have any time to leaf through it and see what it's about?
I read a bit of it.
What did you think?
Well, the author doesn't spare anyone. I wonder if he holds anything at all sacred.
Sure he does. Courage, honor, loyalty. But others have already written enough about those. A writer is interested in what lies beneath the gilded veneer of orderliness and piety, because it's much more interesting.
Hold on. Who wrote this then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me? And what would I write?
How should I know? Poetry, a novel, a treatise, or a whole book?
Nice.
I was like, oh
That's
my
all funny.
gosh.
That's hella funny.
That's a tempting notion. Who knows? In another life, I might have become a writer.
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you're going with this.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chambers. Will you escort me?
I'll come see you later. There's still some...
Well, don't keep a lady waiting.
Did you hear who died?
Ha! I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. That old pig.
Good to see you.
Now we gotta go do the main quest, but Hopefully it doesn't get dirty on the way.
So you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all, the one called woman. They look like angels
The dangers of a woman.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming? What's wrong with him?
He crippled his leg. He can't even stand up. Never mind serve guests.
Is it serious? That's all we need. Having to find a new waiter.
No, it won't come to that. It just looks like a twisted ankle. A few days, and he'll be right as rain.
All right. Well, I suppose we'll just have to manage with you for today. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokai or red monastery wine.
White or red by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Don't give anyone.
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter after all, not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it, right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole.
Unversüglich. Our current Waffen
There are the pictures of
is a
wine.
joke. And on top of that,
Hopefully I
the
won't
army
splash
was
anyone's
requisitioned
shoes.
from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than
Hey,
any
wait a
Räuber in
moment,
the
Mr.
domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil,
apologise, sir.
used that thing.
Which wine?
Tokai,
Right, a
white.
Hackentücher.
Are you deaf?
Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott.
Good, sir.
It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than
Thank
the
you,
city
Waiter.
garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
I'm sorry.
What I smell
wasn't
is
paying
that your
attention.
stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten
Waiter,
this
get
is.
me white.
The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing
Sorry,
down,
sir.
and you want to defend
Orders
yourselves
from above.
with
This
a
is
few
unbelievable.
rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the
wait
state of the public
Pour me some
baths.
monastery wine.
Baths or brothels?
That's not a good idea, sir.
This is unbelievable.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering
Is
all
everything
the
all right?
citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome.
Nothing you can do about
But
it.
a woman named
Come
Betty has
closer.
showed up on Hopbrink and wants to repair the baths that used to be there.
She's a protege of Mare.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir Ulrich's house and stole it. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich finds out, he'll turn the city upside down to find the culprit. Go and get it. And don't you make a mess there, understand?
Certainly. And they can get leeches there.
Certainly, sir. I'll be right back.
Come back with it straight away, understood?
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
I better leave the
Are
wine
you
here.
questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important, but we don't have money to spare. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle?
Well,
Do you ever
have you
walk
found
the
it?
streets here?
So, did you...
Rubbish. The least
I did, Master Bailiff. Here it is.
Not so loud. Show it here. Now go back to your job.
Free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nars's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his
Waiter,
visit.
pour me
and
red
as we
wine.
know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, What have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure.
Monastery wine.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
That. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there?
Pour me red
Leave
wine.
nothing out.
I don't like Ruthard, true, but in this case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Thank you, waiter.
I don't think Ruthard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened,
Pour me
there's
some
no
tobacco.
point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry, Andreas, but I wouldn't brush it off so quickly. Why do I have the feeling you're not telling us the whole truth, Ulrich?
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened,
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Ruthard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Ruthard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts?
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom
I'd like
to
some
us.
white.
That German, Menhard, is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Don't hang
We're not
around
some
me.
old fish
Vanish,
from the
you hear me?
marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences
As you
are
wish,
punished by the bailiff.
Sir Ulrich.
And that's that.
Go.
There are
I
more
don't want to
pressing
see
matters
you
to deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way.
Everything
We'll
in order?
soon be the
Not quite.
laughingstock of the whole
But I
town.
think you might be able to help me.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
And no one is left unscathed.
And you, a council,
All right.
let people throw down
I'll get them.
our work.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored. And because I told you. Get on with it.
Damn, what a dick.
That was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
Put down the picture and run to the chapel. So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monks?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead. Just they turn a dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses.
Lad!
It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to rock a roll mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in the city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is
Okay.
at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral. Just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you?
Good.
I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells
Boys,
from
I'd like
the
some
alehouse
light.
on Obrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out.
Thank you.
Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Oh shit, this is King Sigismund? Oh shit. Markvar is with him.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fights!
Damn, bro. Can't believe we're just chilling with Sigismund. King of Hungary. What's that? I think we snuck in as like pretending we were waiters. And the king showed up.
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
Alright, y'all, we gonna call it. I'll be on tomorrow for sure.